Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some 2023 Yankee baseball. Game two of a three-game series between the Giants. Game two of the season. And leading off for the visiting San Francisco Giants, playing first base is Wade. Batting second, playing right field Fronte. Batting third, playing second base is Estrada. Batting fourth, doing the DHs. Peterson. Batting fourth, playing center field Yastrzemski. Batting sixth, playing third base is Roselle. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Crawford. Batting eighth, playing left field is Sable. Batting ninth on the catching is Perez. As Hunter joins us here, I'll tell my little buddy hi, buddy. And now for the starting lineup of the New York Yankees. Leading off DH is DJ Lemieux. Batting second, playing center field is Judge. Batting third, playing first base is Rizzo. Batting fourth, playing right field is Stanton. Batting fifth, playing third base is Donaldson. Batting sixth, playing second base is Torres. Batting seventh, playing left field is Cabrera. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Trevino. Batting ninth, playing shortstop is Valpa. Doing the pitching for the Yankees is Smith. And I forgot to tell you who was pitching for the Giants. And doing the pitching for the Giants is Cobb. Let's get down here to Yankee Stadium and get started. And the lead it off for the Giants is Wade. And he's batting 200 with no homers and no RBIs in game number one. And this is Smith's first start of the year. In 23, he pitched in 33 games, started 32, was 9-9 with a 4.64 ERA. Here's the pitch to Wade. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a single in the left field. Sorry, single in the right field. So the Giants got the leadoff batter aboard here. And Confronte comes up now. Michael batting 200 with no homers and no RBIs. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a double play ball down the short. Over the second. Over the first. And now there's two down. Nobody on for Estrada. And Estrada batted 250 on the year with no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a rare play. A 12 and a 36. And that's going to be ball one, ball outside. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left. Giants go down. After the double play, nobody on. Giants nothing. Yankees coming to the plate with DJ, Judge, and Rizzo. DJ batting 200, no homers and no RBI. And this is Cobb's first appearance in 2023. He pitched in 28 games, started all of them, had a 7-7 record with a 3.87 ERA. And one thing I've already noticed, I didn't put Cobb's batter face number on here. So let's do that. Forgot to do that. And that is what? 23. Alrighty, now we got that little thing down as Barbara joins us here. Nice to see you too, Barbara. Alrighty, let's get back to the game now since we took care of that. So now that's going to be a 8 against the righty. That'll be a 10, and that's going to be a base hit in the left field. So the Yankees get the leadoff batter aboard. Let's see if they can cash in, unlike the Giants. Aaron Judge comes to the plate now. Judge is batting .600 with a homer and an RBI in the first game, and he gets a hold of this one. Let's see where Aaron deposits this out in New York City. And that ball is blasted out in the right field. Might be out in the left field. Yep, that's going to be out in left field. And with DJ speed and nobody out, he's going to stop at third. So second and third, nobody out. You're welcome. We got Anthony Rizzo up now. Can Anthony give the Yankees an early lead here? Runners at second and third, nobody out. Giants will play back. They'll give up a run for an out. Rizzo is 0 for 4 in the year. No homers, no RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. And that'll be a 2-38. And DJ's going to have to stay there. Shallow fly ball. Now there's one out. Runner still at second and third. And Stanton's up. Stanton's batting .250, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And can Cobb get out of this mess with nobody scoring? Now there's two down and still at second and third. And Josh Donaldson's up batting .500 on the year with a homer and an RBI. Take a 2-out base hit now. And nope, that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Crawford over to first. And that ends the inning. The Yankees second and third, nobody out and can't get the run across. We get to the top of the second, still no score. We've got Peterson due up here, followed by SCHMIDT and Valor. And Peterson is batting .250 with a homer and an RBI. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. And again, leadoff batter gets aboard here. Can the Giants cash in now? SCHMIDT comes up. And SCHMIDT's 0 for 3 on the year. Here's the pitch to Yaz. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a pop-up straight up the chute. And easy catch for Trevino. And that'll be out number 1. And David Vallier comes up. Vallier batting first plate appearance of the year in 2023. He batted .145 with 5 homers and 12 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. They'll get the runner out at second, unable to turn 2. Now there's 2 down, runner still at first. And Crawford's up. And Brandon is batting .500 on the year, no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left. And the Giants strand another batter. To the bottom of the second we go. You'll have the bottom part of the order due up here. You'll have Torres, Cabrera, and Trevino due up. Torres batting .750. He's got 2 homers in the first game with 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And that'll be out number 1. The first time either pitcher's gotten the leadoff batter out. And that brings up Cabrera batting .250, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right rather. Confronte makes the catch, and there's quickly 2 down here in the second. 10 Trevino get on board. He's 0 for 4 in the year. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center. The Yankees go down 1-2-3. To the top of the third we go. You've got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Giants. Sabo, Perez, and then it turns over to Wade. Sabo's 0 for 4. And that's going to be another base hit to start the inning. That's a base hit in the left. And the Giants, for the third inning in a row, get the leadoff batter aboard. Smith's pitched around it all 2 times. Can he do it a third? Perez is batting .667, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left. And there's one down as Ken Castro joins us here. We're back to the top of the order in Wade. Wade singled his first time up. Like I said, every leadoff batter's been aboard for the Giants. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Smith's first strikeout of the game. 2 down now. And Confronte comes up. He's 0 for 1, grounding into a 6-4-3 double play his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Torres. He goes over to first. And again, the Giants leave the leadoff batter stranded, and still no score as we go to the bottom of the third. Volpe due up. Then we're back to the top of the order in DJ and Judge. Anthony batting .250, no homers and an RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Crawford for out number 1. And DJ gets something going. He's 1 for 1, singled his first time up. And not this time. That's a ground ball down to Estrada. 2 ground balls, 2 quick outs. And here's Aaron Judge. And Judge, he is 1 for 1. He doubled his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Cobb strikes him out. The Yankees go down 1-2-3. And through 3, 0-0. We go to the top of the 4th with the 3-4-5 hitters due up. Estrada, Peterson, and Yastrzemski. Estrada is 0 for 1 today. And he gets a hold of this. See where this one ends up in Yankee Stadium. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. Estrada's just put the first run on the board. His first run and first RBI of the year. It's 1-0 San Francisco. And Jock Peterson comes up. So I dropped the dice. Where did it go? Where did the darn dice go? It's a good question. There it is. And Peterson, he had a single his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Nobody out. The Giants up 1-0. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Smith comes back with his second strikeout of the game after the homer. There's one down. Yastrzemski comes up. He's 0 for 1 today. And not anymore because he squares this one up. All of a sudden, the Giants starting to get the Smith here. And that ball is driven into the gap in right field. And that'll be a 1-out double. Giants got a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Trying to add to this 1-0 lead. David's 0 for 1, grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. That's going to be a ground ball down the third. Actually, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Smith with a nice strikeout. And now there's 2 down and Crawford's up. Crawford's 0 for 1, flew out his first time up. And that's going to be a base on ball. Smith walks him. And it's 1st and 2nd. 2 outs for Sable. Can they keep this a 1-0 game? Blake singled his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Rizzo. And he'll take it to the bag himself. And that'll end the inning. But the Giants score 1 on the homer. Make it 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. We got Rizzo, Stanton, and Donaldson due up. Anthony's 0 for 1 today. And he's going to ground that back to Cobb. Throws over to Wade, and there's 1 down. Stanton comes to the plate. And Stanton's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 2nd. And there's quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. And Josh Donaldson get a 2-out rally going. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a base on balls. Tying run at first, go ahead run at the plate, and Torres. And Torres is 0 for 1 today. He does already have 2 homers on the year, and that's not going to be one. That's going to be a pop up down the third. That'll end the inning. The Yankees strand 1 to the top of the 4th. We go in a 1-0 game. You got Perez due up, and then we're back to the top of the order and Wade at Confronte. And Perez 0 for 1. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And that'll be out number 2. Now we're back to the top of the order and Wade. Wade's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. And now there's 1 on, 1 out. And Michael's up. Michael Confronte's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. And not this time. That ball is high. Stanton turns around, watches it leave the park, and just like that, it's 3-0 San Francisco. Now Estrada's up. And Estrada hit the first home run of the game. He's 1 for 2 to give the Giants a 1-0 lead at the time. And that's a base on balls. And SCHMIDT looks like he's hit the wall here. Let's see if he can get out of this inning. There's 1 down, a runner down at first. Peterson's at the plate, 1 for 2. Singled and struck out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Jock out. There's 2 down now. SCHMIDT comes to the plate. Yaz is 1 for 2, doubled his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. SCHMIDT gives up the 2-run homer, though, makes it 3-0 San Francisco. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and the bullpen will be up. That's probably SCHMIDT's last inning. Cabrera, Trevino, and Volpe comes up. Cabrera 0 for 1, flew out, and that's going to be a base on balls. Yankees will take it. They need some base runners now. Trevino comes up, and Trevino's 0 for 1. And they're going to do a little hit and run, try to stay out of the double play here. And that's exactly what happens. Nice job. That's a ground ball down the second with the runner in motion. Only plays the first. So the runner gets in scoring position. See if Anthony can drive him in here. Cut this lead down. Anthony's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Cobb strikes him out. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the order. Can DJ get a 2-out hit here? Get the Yankees on board. He's 1 for 2. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right. That'll end the inning. Yankees strand another. To the top of the 6th we go in a 3-0 game. That's going to be it for SCHMIDT. See who's going to come in the game now for the Yankees. Cordero is going to come in, it looks like. See if Jimmy can keep this a 3-run game. Got 1 righty and 2 lefties due up. And there's Jimmy. And this is his first appearance of the year. And in 2023, he pitched in 31 games, started 1. He was 3-2 with a 3.82 ERA. He's got Valverin, Crawford, and Sable due up. David's 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. Not this time. That's a base on balls. Another leadoff batter aboard here. And Crawford comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1, walked his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the judge. And there's 1 down. Blake comes to the plate. Sable is 1 for 2, singled and grounded out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. 52 and a 1 will be fielding column 3, and that's not good for the Yankees. First on air, runner gets to third. An E9 by Stanton. And the runner gets down to third. First and third, 1 down. They'll play back for the double play here, trying to get out of this mess with nobody scoring. Perez is at the plate. Doesn't have great speed. Sable down at first only has average speed, so they might be able to turn 2. Perez is 0 for 2. He flew out and he grounded out the last time. Can the Yankees get a double play ball here? And that's going to be popped up in the infield. And that's going to be popped up down the third. Donaldson in foul territory makes the catch. And now there's 2 down. Wade's at the plate. And Wade's 2 for 3. He singled and scored his last time up back in the 5th. And that's a swing and a miss. Big strikeout there by Cordera. And that'll end the inning. The Giants strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 3-0 San Francisco. Cobb's going to come out and start this 6th inning. The bullpen is up and ready. He's got the big boys, 2, 3, 4 hitters. Judge, Rizzo, and Stanton. Judge 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. Aaron Judge, 2nd homer of the year. And it is now a 3-1 ball game. And definitely getting ready a little more now. A little more in a rush. Rizzo comes to the plate. Rizzo is 0 for 2. He's flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Anthony out. And there's 1 down. And Stanton comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out. And that's going to be a base on balls. Now there's a lead. Now the tying run comes to the plate in Donaldson. And Donaldson is 0 for 1. He's grounded out and walked. And they're going to let Cobb try to get out of this here. Can Donaldson get a base hit here? Nope, that's a ground ball down the third. 34 and a 4. That'll be fielding column 2. They'll get the runner out at second. When unable to turn 2, that's a 5-4 put out. And that puts Donaldson down at second, first with 2 outs. And Torres is up. He's 0 for 2, grounded out and popped up. Can he get a hold of one here? Nope, but that's going to be a 2-ball and no strike count. Can he take advantage of the 2-0 pitch? And he walks the hard way in Appa on 2 rolls. They don't want nothing to do with Torres. They'll face Cabrera here, first and second. And that's probably going to be it for Cobb. They're going to take Cobb out here. With runners on first and second, you got the switch hitter coming up, Cabrera. They'll bring in the lefty and Alexander. Alexander's going to come out of the bullpen and pitch to Cabrera. With the tying runs at the plate, on the bases and the go-ahead run at the plate. So where's Alex? There's Scott Alexander. Bring in the lefty. This is Alexander's first appearance of the year. And 23, he pitched in 55 games. He started 8. He was 7-3 with a 4.66 ERA. First and second, 2 outs. Cabrera at the plate, 0 for 1. He did walk his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And David will fire across the diamond and get the runner out. Willie, let's see, might just step on the bag himself. Yep, that's what he's going to do. He's just going to step on the bag himself. And that'll end the inning. And the Yankees strand two, but they score one on the homer and make it a 3-1 ball game as we go to the top of the seventh. And that'll be it for Cordero. Let's see who the Yankees are going to bring in now. Let's see here. Got a lefty, a righty, and a lefty. Then he got one lefty in the bullpen. I don't know if I want to go with the lefty yet or not, since they only got that one bullet to fire. I don't think I want to use it yet. Don't want to use the lefty yet.
Loasiga.
I think we're going to go with the righty. Going to go with the righty. Jonathan Loasiga. See what we're going to go with here. Didn't say it. Okay. And this is his first appearance, Jonathan. And in 2023, he pitched in 17 games, was 0-2 with a 3.06 ERA. He's got the 2-3-4 hitters up here. And Barber says on our Mets replay, they're 117-34 on the table, and they was 99-52. Yeah, she's doing well. Good job. Good job, Barbara. Got the Mets playing good. 34 losses is all. That's impressive. Michael is 1 for 3. He hit a 2-run homer his last time up. Here he is leading off the top of the seventh. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. No, it's not. He's got the R. It's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Old Jonathan doesn't strike out many. So there's one down. Estrada comes to the plate. He's also homered in this game. He's 1 for 2 with a solo homer. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Cabrera. And there's 2 down. You see the Yankees schedule. They got one more game here against the Giants. And then Ken Castro's Phillies come to town for 3 games. Then the Yankees finally go on the road to Baltimore. Peterson's 1 for 3. He singled and struck out twice. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. And the Giants go down 1-2-3. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's a 3-1 ball game. Let's see who the Giants are going to go to in the bullpen. They got a bunch of lefties out there, don't they? Man, her bullpen is full of lefties. They got what, 2 righties, 3 righties coming up, so they're not going to go with that. They're going to go with Rogers. Rogers is going to come in the game here in the 7th. He might pitch 2 innings here. See if he can go 2 innings. Get him to the 9th. Let's see here. There's Rogers. that's the wrong Rogers. I got two Rogers, I guess, in the bullpen. So Peterson flew out the center. Get the right one. Get the right one. I didn't realize they had two Rogers out here. There's Tyler. I had the wrong one. I put Taylor Rogers in there. Gonna have to watch that closely. So Tyler's coming out the right-hander, not the lefty. So this is Tyler's first appearance of the year. In 23, he pitched in 68 games. He was 4-5 with 2 saves and a 3.04 ERA. He's got the bottom third of the order, Trevino, Volpe, and back to DJ at the top. And Trevino's 0 for 2. Can he get something started here? Yankees trailing by 2. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And Estrada boots that one in E4. And that brings the tying run to the plate and Anthony Volpe. Can Anthony keep the merry-go-round going? The Yankees with a leadoff batter aboard. Anthony's 0 for 2, grounded out and struck out. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 16. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Nice job out there by Confronte. Takes a base hit away from Anthony. Now there's one down and a runner down at second. Down at first. DJ's up 1 for 3. Single grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And that's going to be a nice play down there by David. He's going to get the batter out. The runner will get in scoring position. So Trevino's down at second. And Aaron Judge is up. Judge is 2 for 3. He has doubled and homered in this game. Can he tie it up with one swing of the bat? And nope. They don't want nothing to do with the Judge. They walk him. So Aaron's down at first and second. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate, though, and Rizzo make him pay for walking Judge first and second. Rizzo is 0 for 3. Flown out, grounded out, and struck out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Roger gets him. And that'll be it. The Yankees strand 2 more. To the top of the 8th we go. And another pitching change. You gotta love 2023 baseball. And you got the lefty, a righty, and a lefty due up. And do we pull the plug on the lefty this time? I don't think we do. I think we wait until we get to the top of the order. I think we wait to the top of the order before we pull the trigger. These bottom guys, I think we'll wait. Wait, I don't want to pull that plug on the lefty yet. Don't want to pull the plug yet. So we'll go with one of the righties here. Which one?
Marinaccio.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's go with Ron. Ron Marinaccio. Where's he at? There's Ron. Bring him in here. Try to keep us a 2-run game. And this is Mariaccio's first appearance. Ron pitched in 45 games, was 4-5 with 2 saves with a 3.99 ERA in 23. He's got Yastrzemski, Valvar, and Crawford. Yaz is 1 for 3. He has doubled, popped up and struck out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that'll be out number 1. David comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He is grounded into a forced play, struck out, and walked. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts here. Can he strike out the side? And Crawford. And Crawford is 0 for 2 with a walk in this game. He's flown out the left-hand center. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night as Ron strikes the side out here in the 8th. Keeps this a 3-1 ball game. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. Got Stanton, Donaldson, and Torres due up here. Let's see who the Giants are going to bring out of the bullpen. Got the righties coming up. It's crazy to have these many lefties. They got one, two, three, four lefties in the bullpen. Crazy. Let's see here. Who haven't we used? Is there anybody in the Giants bullpen we haven't used yet? A right-hander. Let's bring up all the righties up here. And let's see. Has anybody not been used? It looks like everybody's been used, so we're going to go with John. Big John. John, this will be a second appearance, and he's got no record and no ERA. He'll be facing Stanton, Donaldson, and Torres. Stanton's 0 for 2. He did walk his last time up. And that's going to be a 40, a rare play. A 12 and a 40. And that's going to be a strike as Stanton watches that one go by. So here's the 0-1 pitch. Can Stanton do something here? And he lifts that ball out in the left field. And that's going to be a nice play out there by Sable. Not known for his defense. Or is that hit out the right field? Sorry, that's hit out the right field. That's going to be a nice play out there by Michael again. Two nice plays here. There's one down. Josh Donaldson comes to the plate now, 0 for 2. Grounded out twice and walked. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Crawford. He picks it up, fires over to first. And there's 2 down. As Cutter Historical joins us here. And Philip Reynolds joins us here. And now there's 2 down, and Torres is at the plate. He's 0 for 2, walked his last time up. And he gets a hold of this. That ball is well hit. That ball is hit down the left field line. That'll be a 2-out double. Yankees got a runner in scoring position. Tying run comes to the plate. Can Cabrera cash in here? Cabrera is 0 for 2. He's walked, flown out, and grounded out. And that's going to be against the righty. A 9 and a 9. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Crawford. Fires over the first. Cabrera's out. And again, the Yankees strand a runner. We go to the top of the 9th, still trailing by 2. And here we go. Who are we going to bring in now? As we go through these pitchers. And do we finally bring the lefty on? I think we do. I think we're finally going to go with the lefty. Pull that trigger here in the 9th. think that's the way to go. Bring in Peralta. That's what we're going to do. Bring in the lefty now. Pull the trigger on the lefty. Try to keep this a 2-run game. Let's see here. There's Peralta. Try to keep the Yankees in this so they can have maybe a 9th inning comeback. He's got Sable, Perez, and then back to Wade. And Sable's 1-for-3. He did single in the 3rd. He reached on an error his last time out and grounded out. And that's going to be against the lefty. That's going to be a fly ball. That's going to be a fly ball out to where? Actually, that's going to be popped up down the short. Anthony's got it, makes the catch for out number 1. Now Perez comes to the plate, and Perez is 0-for-3. He is flown out, grounded out, and popped up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Stanton. That'll be out number 2. And now Wade's up. And Wade's 2-for-4 today. 2 singles and 2 strikeouts. And that's going to be number 3. He gets the hat trick in strikeouts, not singles. And the Giants go down 1-2-3 to the bottom of the 9th. We go. And let's see here. And Duvall's going to come in the game and try to nail it down and get his 2nd save of the year here in back-to-back games. In a 3-1 game. Can the Yankees come back here and score 2 and at least keep this game alive? So out of the bullpen comes Duvall. And Duvall, this is his 2nd appearance. He has no record with 1 save and no ERA. He's got Trevino, Anthony due up, and then DJ. And Trevino's 0-for-3. He did reach on an error his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Yaz makes the catch for out number 1. And Anthony Volpe comes up, and Anthony's 0-for-3. Grounded out, struck out, and flown out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Yankees are down to their last out as DJ LeMahieu comes to the plate. DJ's 1-for-4, singled way back in the 1st. And they do it here. And that's going to be against the righty. That's going to be a fly ball out to center field. SCHMIDT takes a few steps back, makes the catch. And that's your ball game, folks. And the Yankees Oh, no. Stinking Giants. You know I hate the stinking Giants, Ken. Giants, 3 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. Yankees, 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. Wade was the only Giant with 2 hits. He was 2-for-5. Confronte and Estrada both had homers. Giants were 0-for-4 with runners in scoring position. It was a long ball that killed the Yankees. All 3 runs were scored by homers. Giants left 7 men on base. Aaron Judge tried to do his part. He was 2-for-3 with a homer in this game. The Yankees 0-for-7 with runners in scoring position, left 8 men on base. Cobb gets the win, goes 5 2/3, 3 hits, 1 run, walked 4, struck out 4, gave up the homer. Alexander a third of an inning. Rogers an inning, walked 1, struck out 1. Burbrio 1 inning, 1 hit. And Duvall picks up his second save, 1 inning, 1 strikeout. SCHMIDT didn't pitch a bad game, but he gets the 0-1. 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 2 homers. And the bullpen came in and did their job, shut the Giants down. Corda 1 inning, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Ozeski 1 inning. Ron came in, hell of an inning, 1 inning and 3 strikeouts. And Porta goes 1 inning, 1 strikeout. Yeah, so far, Ken, I am enjoying it. Yeah, like I say, a lot of pitching moves. I ain't used to that. I mean, no way I'd have took Cobb out in 5 2/3 with 3 hits and 1 run, but it's 2023. I'm trying to manage like it's 2023. Same thing with SCHMIDT. Really, he only gave up 2 bad pitches to be yanked after 5 innings, but that's baseball nowadays. That is baseball nowadays. So let's finish up this date. Let's see here. We got the Orioles in Boston. See what happens here in Beantown. Yeah, that's the biggest one for me. That is the biggest for me is taking pitchers out way earlier than I would. Yep. And the Red Sox beat up on the Orioles. 17 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. The Orioles 1 run on 3 hits and 2 errors. And what's this? Turner hit a grand slam for the Red Sox. Now you got the White Sox and the Astros in Houston. And the White Sox win on 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. The Astros 4 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. Out hit them, couldn't outscore them. What's this star for? Another grand slam. Man, back to back games here with grand slams. Now you got the Twins and the Orioles playing in Kansas City. See what happens here in Missouri. Kansas Redlegs. And the Twins win 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Kansas City 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. You got the Angels and the Athletics. Oh, yeah, sure can. We sure can. I might actually play one of their games, Ken, when he pitches because he doesn't pitch against the Yankees or Braves. I looked it up. I was hoping he pitched against the Yankees, maybe. I figured the Braves would be harder because they only play like a 3 or 4 games against them. But yeah, we can look here. Let's see. Go to the box score here. And the Angels, 6 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. The A's, 5 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. And Otani was 1 for 4, 1 for 5, and struck out once. He's only batting 222, but again, it's only been 2 games, Ken. Only 2 games. Yeah, only 2 games. Renfro and Opal hit homers. 3 for 7 with 7 runners on base. And Aguilar hit 2 homers in the game. 2 for 3. He tried to win that game all by himself. He had all 5 RBIs for the A's. Damn, that's a tough loss for him. Tough loss when you hit 5 RBIs. 2 for 3, drove in all 5 runs, and your team loses. Damn. Let's look here. Since we had that box score up, let's look and see how many pitchers they went through. Just to look. I haven't really looked at any other box scores yet. Yeah, I mean, they only went through 3. Yep. But look at that, two-thirds of an inning, two-thirds of an inning, a third of an inning to get the save. The A's, at least their bullpen went 2 innings apiece. Gotta give them that. Alrighty, what's the next game? You got the Guardians and the Mariners. That's another thing I got trouble with, saying Guardians. This is the first season I ever played that it wasn't an Indian. And the Guardians win 7-3 on 12 hits, 1 error. Mariners 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. And the last game here on April 2nd, Tigers and Rays from Tampa Bay. And the Rays win. Let's see what the star is. Is this another grand slam? Nope. 12 strikeouts. Tigers 3 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. The Rays 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. We'll take a look at the standings on the leaderboard. Ain't much to look at. We'll look at both leagues here since we had some National League teams playing too. The Red Sox are a half a game up on Toronto. Tampa Bay is 1 game back. The Yankees and Orioles are 2 games back. And in the Central, you got the Guardians and White Sox tied for the lead. Then everybody else, the Twins, Royals, and Tigers are a half a game back. Out west, the Angels are game and a half up on the Astros, Rangers, and Mariners. And the A's are 2 games back. And in the National League, the Braves are a game up on the Phillies. The Mets are game and a half back along with the Marlins, and the Nats are 3 games back. In the Central, you got the Cubbies and Pirates tied for the lead. Cardinals, Brewers, and Reds are all a game back. And out west, the Giants, Padres, and Dodgers are tied for the league, with the Diamondbacks and Colorado being 2 games back. And it's early yet, but Aaron Judge is leading the league with a 625 average. Diaz with 3 homers, and Aguilar now with 6 RBIs. And in the National League, you got Jose with a 667 average. And how about this? Chisholm with 4 homers and 9 RBIs to lead the National League. Of course, all your ERA leaders are at 0. Your win leaders are at 1. And you got Garvin with 2 saves for the American League. Same thing in the National League, but you do got Jackson for the Dodgers with 2 wins. So getting those 2 wins out of the bullpen. Let's take a look here. Daly. Yeah. Came in and pitched 2 1/3, 1 1/3, and 3 2/3. So he's pitched in every game and gotten 2 wins for the Dodgers. Ain't that crazy? So your leading wins is out of the bullpen. And Duvall and Phillips for the Dodgers, both with 2 saves. Aguilar's leading in MVP voting, and Gossman's leading in the Cy Young in the American League. In the National League, you got Chisholm leading in the MVP, and of course Jackson with his 2 wins leading in the National League. Crazy stuff. Yeah, we can look at the Phillies box score. Not a problem, buddy. Yep, we can go back to that. I'll tell you, I was thinking about playing some of the Phillies games just to play the Kyle Schwarber card. That Kyle Schwarber card is crazy. That is a crazy card. So the Rangers won 4-1 with 15 hits. Only scored 4 runs on 15 hits. Phillies 1 run on 5 hits. Who had the RBI? Scott had the RBI. He was 4 for 2. He was 1 for 3. The Phillies was with 7 men on base. Look at the top of that order for the Rangers. Seaman, Seager, Lowe, Garcia, Jong all had multiple hits. Duran at the bottom of the order. They still only scored 4 runs. He hit 145 or 245. It's crazy. I mean, that card of his is crazy. 45 homers is what you mean? Yeah, it's probably 45 homers. Did he strike out 200 times and walk almost 200? I mean, it's crazy. I love that card. I've thought about playing some of his games just to do it. 45 homers, yeah. Yeah, yeah, crazy. Like I say, that is a crazy card. When I was going through all the cards and I looked at it, I think he has 8 13s, 7 14s, one or does he have 2 or 3 1s on his card? Might have 2 1s and a 5 on the card, and he only has 1 9 and 1 8 if I remember correctly. It was crazy. Ken can tell you. Like I say, I think he only has 2 single numbers on his card. I think he has 1 9 and 1 8. He has, like I say, 8 13s on the card because his on base percentage wasn't that bad. Here, we'll bring it up. Let's bring up his on base percentage that year. It wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. For what he batted, his on base percentage was pretty damn good. So, starting to irritate me. Close this. Go here. He hit 191 with 207 strikeouts in Ken's replay with 45 homers. Crazy. I bet he walked about 100 and some times, though, too. Because he's, let's see here, the Phillies. Going down here, Sherber. Where's old Kyle? There it is. So in real life, he batted 197, 215 strikeouts. So he was close, wasn't he? Yeah. Yep. He had 124 walks. Yep. And a 336 on base for Ken. And his on base percentage here was what? 343. Don't tell me Appa doesn't do it right. And he played in 160 games. So yeah, like I say, it would be interesting. Only missed the home runs by 2. Almost hit his exactly. Strikeouts was damn close. Walks was damn close. It's amazing. People say about Appa. I don't want to hear the shit about Appa. Yeah. Hell, he's already got 2 home runs on the season. He's batting 300 so far, Ken. He's off to a hell of a start. How many times has he struck out already? He's struck out 3 times already. He's hit 2 homers, struck out 3 times, and walked once. Yeah. So out of his 4 hits, 2 of them's been homers. So 2 singles. He doesn't have a double or triple yet. He had 21 doubles in your man, 19. Yeah. Crazy, ain't it? Like I say, Appa, it's a great engine. Of course, like I say, it's been around 70 years. It's got to be good. People wouldn't buy it. People wouldn't buy it. That's for sure. But yeah, I thought about playing some of their games just to play his card. Like I say, he plays in 160 out of 162 games. Yeah, nuts. Crazy. That is something. Anything else you want to look at, buddy, before we get off of here? Let's see what the next pitching matchup for the Yankees and Giants are. See if the Yankees can get a win here. against these stinking Giants. So it's going to be Stripling going up against Brito. See if the Yankees can finally get a win. Got a righty going up against another righty. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. Alrighty, folks, I'm going to get off here. I want to thank Ken Castro, Barbara, Philip Reynolds, Cutter Historical, and Hunter for joining us here. Hunter was the first one in the ballpark. And my grandson, Weston, for being here. Did I miss anybody else? I don't think so. Alrighty, until next time, if you haven't already done so and you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like and bell. It helps the channel out. Till next time, y'all have a great day and take care. Oh, you're welcome, bud. I appreciate you being here.